What's up guys, and welcome to another video. This video is basically just going to be like an update on things that I might have found in theater mode, and also certain things that I found that were pretty interesting. Alright, without further ado, let's just jump right into it. If you head to the third floor and into this separate laboratory, where you could find the perk machine and the two pigs, head to the back of the lab and you'll find the separate room with the window where zombies can spawn from. Now if you're just playing the game normally, you can't go into that room no matter what, but if you're in theater mode, for some reason it allows you to fly over the wall. The first thing I want to point out is this picture with some text on the wall. Now obviously it's not just a normal image because everything on it is flipped backwards. But I did some editing and I flipped it around so that you could read it normally. And it basically just says this. We have listed both Tabun and Saren. Be wary of the doctor. His involvement should be minimized if you want to make it out alive. We are aware of how he arrived at this time and place. Do what you must. And then it just shows two images. The first image is Tabun and the second one is Saren. Now a quick Google search shows that Tabun is a man-made chemical warfare agent classified as a nerve agent. Nerve agents are the most toxic and rapidly acting of the known chemical warfare agents. And Saren is a clear, colorless, and tasteless liquid that has no odor in its purest form. However, it could be evaporated into a vapor and spread into the environment. And obviously we could all assume that those two agents put together make the Nova 6 chemical. Now the next thing that I found that was pretty interesting is this blue folder found on the floor of the lab. Now this folder isn't just specific to this room alone, it could be found all around the map. If you take a closer look, you could see a sticker with some text on it in the top left corner of the folder. As you can see, all the text has been crossed out, but if you take an even closer look, you could realize that the text is not actually English. Now I don't actually know what language this is, but I have some hints that it could be Latin, or somehow closely relating to Latin, because I tried putting some of the words into Google Translate and it came out by saying, deflect the enhancement of, and then whatever that second word is, I don't know what that word is. And I know that this is a real text that we have to decipher because the text isn't completely crossed out and it's clear enough so that we could read it completely, unlike the other pieces of paper that you could find around the map that are completely blurred out and illegible. So hopefully if we're able to figure out what this actually says, it might give us a clue on the first step of the Easter egg. Now those are the two main important things that I wanted to share with you guys today, but now we're going to move on to the other interesting things that I found in theater mode. Now in my last video I showed you guys the second teleporter in the power room, but one thing I forgot to mention was that if you look closely to all the destinations the teleporter could send you to, it can't send you to another teleporter on the same floor. Each teleporter on the map has 4 different locations it could send you to. For example, if you're on the first floor and you take a teleporter, it could either send you to the second teleporter on the first floor, either teleporters on the second floor, or any of the teleporters on the third floor. Or if you switch it to DEFCON 5, it could send you to the office where you could do the Nikolai painting Easter egg. Same thing applies to the teleporter location located in the middle of the war room, except instead of sending you to the office during DEFCON 5, it sends you to Area 51 where you can upgrade your gun. But for some reason, the teleporter next to the power switch only has 3 locations. It could only send you to the office during DEFCON 5, the first floor, or the second floor. It can't send you to either teleporter on the 3rd floor. So again, I don't know what this means exactly, but I thought it was pretty interesting and something that we should look into. Now another thing that I did in theater mode that I wanted to share with you guys was going to this completely pitch black area that was gated off. And I used the lighter mode to see what was inside that gate, but for some reason the lighter mode is glitched out, so it makes the light super bright, but I did manage to find a setting that worked out. And unfortunately, as you can see, there's not really anything inside this area. And to those that thought that maybe there's something that we need to do for the Easter egg inside this area, well, unfortunately, there's really nothing in there. And I tried doing the same thing to different really dark parts of the map, and I didn't really find anything. But I did find a window on the first floor that I thought was kind of interesting. And obviously again I used the lighter mode to brighten the entire room. Now the first thing that caught my eye was that painting in the right back side of the room with the airplane on it. Now this is just a painting, but I have a pretty good theory on what it might represent. If you guys remember the storyline to Zombies, Peter McCain actually flew in a plane that crash landed in Shinonuma, and Tank Dempsey was actually part of the rescue team to go and find him. And if you guys do the punch card Easter egg on this map, there's actually a part where he talks about Tank Dempsey in that specific mission. So again, this is just a theory, but I'm pretty sure that's what it has to represent. Now another thing that was pretty interesting about this room is that if you look in the back next to the window to the left, you can see some kind of electrical panel that's open. But again, I have no idea what it means. I haven't tried anything with it yet, so I don't know whether it has to do with anything with the Easter egg. Before I get into the last thing that I want to show you guys, I want to talk about the supposed ending boss battle room that was found. Basically, if you glitch out of bounds in theater mode in Area 51, you could go into hangar number 4, and inside the hangar, you could see a small room that's completely empty with a single light hanging from the ceiling. And everybody keeps on saying that this is where the supposed boss battle against the area is supposed to happen, but that just can't be true because the room itself is very, very small. My guess is that this is definitely the room for the ending cutscene. Now I thought to myself, if you could glitch out of Area 51 to look around, maybe there are other areas of the map that you could glitch out of as well. And I actually managed to do just that. I managed to glitch out of the area it sends you to when you're teleporting. Now what you guys are seeing right now may not seem like much, but it's actually the box that it sends you to when you teleport. Now the box itself is completely separate from the map, and the only way to actually access it is through teleporting. Now the reason there are so many lights everywhere is because this box is completely pitch black, and I was using the lighter mode, so I just put lights all around to kind of get a sense of how big this box actually was. And to be fair, this box was actually kind of big, but there's nothing in it at all. The only time you actually see something is when someone teleports on the map. Like the little light tunnel that you see when you're teleporting doesn't show up in the box until someone actually teleports. So for the most part, this box is just empty all the time. But after I put lights all around the area, I did manage to see something else other than the teleporter. In one of the corners of the box, you could actually see 2 clips to what looks like belongs to a pistol. Now I'm not really sure which gun this belongs to or why they're even here, but I'm more than sure that they have absolutely nothing to do with anything. This is probably just a separate group of coding that Treyarch just forgot to take out and just left in the game by accident. So again, besides the teleporter tunnel and those 2 little gun clips, there's really nothing interesting about this area at all. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please remember to give a like, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, because I'm still going to be hunting for new Easter egg clues, and I'll be updating you guys as soon as I can. And until that happens, I'll see you guys next time.